Hi, I'm Tom Zelenka. Now, I'm just a beginner in the kitchen. In every episode of Carolina Cooking, I meet a different chef from a famous restaurant in the Carolinas who'll teach me to cook their secret recipes in just 30 minutes or less. Really good.
Welcome to Carolina Cooking, shot on location at the Mansion on Forsyth Park and the 700 Kitchen Cooking School. Now, here's your host, Tom Zelenka.
Hi, welcome to Carolina Cooking. I'm your host, Tom Zelenka. Now, this is the show where you and I get to learn to cook together because I'm no chef, folks. We bring the best chefs from the best restaurants all around North and South Carolina, and we bring them here to teach you and me how to make their incredible recipes. And today, we're making salmon. That's right. Well, maybe we won't start off this ambitious, but we are making salmon. We're making prosciutto wrapped salmon, wild salmon, with a mushroom risotto. And we're actually, I guess, going to begin with this filet right here. Not quite as ambitious, but we've invited our chef here, Chef Boyer, from the Biltmore Estate, Nashville, North Carolina, to give us a hand. Hi, Chef.
Tom,
how you doing?
Tom, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you. This looks incredible. It's all pink and nice.
Well, this is a beautiful salmon. This is something we feature in our restaurant on the estate. This is a wild Pacific salmon from Hawaii.
Okay.
And they actually feed off shrimp, which kind of gives the salmon the color.
I
So tell you what, why don't we start by slicing it up?
Oh,
let's
I was just going to put it out. I was just going to put it away. Okay.
Let's put it on the cutting board. Let's cut up a couple pieces here.
Okay.
And wrap it with prosciutto. And then I'll tell you what. After that, I'm gonna teach you how to make risotto.
Alrighty.
Perfect.
Okay. How big do you want these things?
Well, I think just a normal portion. I mean, you hungry?
Well, yeah, I am.
Okay,
kinda
perfect.
hungry.
So-
and you've seen the crew; they're always hungry. Yeah. So.
Yeah, so about 2.5. That's
All
perfect
right
right
there.
Excellent, excellent.
Okay.
You know what?
Now
I'll
you
tell you what.
could-
Cut one more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you could
excellent.
fillet this right here, but it would take us a little time to do, and this is what most
Exactly.
people find at the grocery store.
Exactly. You know, if you go into your local grocery store or market, you can find the fish that you want.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. Let's start by putting our prosciutto down.
Okay.
On the cutting board.
All right.
Okay.
And what is prosciutto? Is like
Prosciutto
ham?
is a cured ham.
Okay.
Absolutely, it's an Italian ham.
And you can find this at the deli. Deli counter.
You can find this at the deli counter
Okay.
at your local market. So start by laying your salmon. Obviously, the flesh side up.
Oh, there's two sides to it.
There's
Oh,
two
okay.
sides. This is the back
I
side,
gotcha.
and then you have the flesh side.
Okay, so I just had
Perfect.
beginner's luck there.
Yes,
All right.
you did. All right, and
And?
then just roll it up.
All right.
Simple as that.
Well, that's
Perfect.
pretty easy.
All right.
All
So I
right.
tell you what, we're going to set this aside for
Okay.
now. We're going to put those together. They look great.
Okay.
And then we're going to come over here and we're going to make some risotto.
Oh, how long does risotto take?
Well, risotto typically takes about 20 minutes.
Ah, so that's why we have to get it
So
done.
so we have
Okay.
to get it started here. I'll
All
tell you
right.
what, let's grab a tablespoon of butter and let's get that in our pan.
Okay. That's about.
Yeah,
about
that's
right.
perfect.
Okay.
Okay, once your butter's melted, we're going to add about a quarter cup of onion,
Okay.
diced onion.
This is just regular diced onion.
Just
regular white.
just regular diced white onion.
Okay.
Now, arborio rice is it's a short grain Italian rice. Okay, and the idea is that you want to coat the rice real well, and you want to cook it nice and slow to release all the starch.
Okay.
Okay, so get your onions cooking until they're translucent.
Translucent.
Okay,
And
which
what do you-
about 10 to 20 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and what I mean by that is you'll be able to tell when they're starting to cook.
Okay.
Okay, as soon as they start to cook and start to take on a little lighter color, then you're ready to add your rice.
Oh, really?
Okay,
Alrighty. So right now they're getting there.
they're getting there. I'd say another 5 seconds, so I think you're good.
Another 5 seconds. 1,000. 2 Mississippi. 3 Mississippi. 4 Mississippi. 5 Mississippi. Okay.
All right, we're ready.
And we're ready to add the
Let's
rice.
add our rice.
Oh, okay. All of this.
All of it.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, now
Stir that.
Stir that in real well.
right.
You want to coat the rice, like I said, with the butter.
Okay.
Perfect.
Alright. So.
Okay. Now once your rice is coated, what we want to do, excuse me, is we want to add a little bit of white wine.
Oh.
Okay. Here we have a little Chardonnay featured from the Biltmore Estate.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to add maybe a half a cup of white wine, or just enough to coat the bottom of the pan to deglaze the pan.
Now I have a question. Can you use any white wine?
Yes,
or?
you can.
Okay.
Yes, you can. Well, let me take that back. You probably don't want to use a sweet wine. You probably want to use a Chardonnay or something a little lighter, a little crisp.
Wow. Oh wow. You can now
Yeah.
smell the wine. That's very good. Did I put enough in there? You
That's
want a little
perfect.
more?
No,
Okay.
that's perfect actually.
All right.
That looks
Just
great.
enough to coat the pan.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, we're using hot chicken stock in this recipe. Now, the reason you want the chicken stock hot is because your rice is already cooking. Now, if you added a cold stock or a cold liquid, then it would take that much longer for the rice to come up and start cooking.
Okay.
So we always add a hot liquid to the risotto.
Good to know.
So I think you're at that point right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to add just enough just to cover the top surface of the rice.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Okay,
let me
so
level
let's-
that off a little bit for you. All right.
There you go.
And then just enough.
To cover the top, yep. And then stir, stir, stir.
Okay.
Perfect.
And stir, stir, stir.
Excellent.
Okay.
The idea is that the risotto won't stick to the bottom, or the rice won't stick to the bottom of the pan.
Okay.
Okay. If it's sticking, that means you're not stirring enough.
Oh, I got you. No,
You want to
no,
make
it's
sure you
doing
stir
fine, I
real
think.
well. Yeah.
Okay.
Cook it nice and slow.
All right. Well, when
tell
we
you-
come back, we're gonna be searing up the fish
That's
and
correct.
putting it in the skillet, searing up the fish when we come back to Carolina Cooking.
All right. Perfect.
All right. So just keep
Yeah. Just keep
Keep
stirring.
at it,
Maybe
keep
add
stirring.
just a little touch of salt to that.
a little pinch.
Perfect.
Season. Okay. All right.
Just keep stirring nice and slow.
Smells really good.
You can find the secret recipes of the best chefs in the Carolinas, all in one book, the Carolina Cooking Cookbook. Find the Carolina Cooking Cookbook in Amazon.com and our website, carolinacooking.tv.
Hi, welcome back to Carolina Cooking. I'm here with Chef Boyer from the Biltmore Estate, Nashville, North Carolina. You can see that our broth is kind of reduced out of here, and we've got one last time that we're adding broth into our risotto, right?
That's right, Tom. We're going to add a little bit more hot chicken broth. And the typical rule of thumb with risotto is if you add enough broth 3 times just to cover the rice, by the time it's all evaporated, your rice should be nice and tender.
Okay.
Basically, what you want to do is cook it down until you lose that bite.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. So we'll leave that set, and we'll let that cook down one more time.
Perfect.
And
I tell you
what
what
is next?
Let's get our salmon going. Let's season
Okay.
up our salmon.
Alrighty.
A little bit of salt, and a little fresh pepper.
A little salt. Both sides? Or
Both-
just
both
one side?
sides.
Oh, okay. Alrighty.
Both sides.
And there we go.
Perfect.
All right. And a little pepper.
Just a little pepper. Now you do want to be careful with the salt with the prosciutto, because the prosciutto is naturally a little salty. So just lightly salt.
Okay.
Perfect.
Was
Awesome.
that too much?
No, that's actually that's very good. Let's add about a tablespoon or 2 of olive oil to our pan.
Just a.
Perfect.
Okay.
Excellent.
And our pan is already hot there.
Pan is nice
you can
and
see
hot.
that the oil started to smoke.
Perfect.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and add our salmon.
Alrighty.
Excellent. Perfect.
All right.
Now once you add your salmon to the hot skillet, go ahead and turn it down to about medium heat.
Okay.
So you get a nice crispiness on that prosciutto.
Alrighty.
And I'll tell you what, while this is cooking,
Yep.
what do you say we make the sauce?
Okay. All
Okay.
right. Well, what do we need to do to make sauce?
Well, I tell you what, we're going to make a little English pea sauce. So here I have about a cup of blanched English peas.
Okay. So
So
you
let's-
blanch these beforehand.
I blanched them beforehand.
So peas inside.
We have a teaspoon of chopped shallot
Oh.
and
okay.
a teaspoon of chopped garlic. We can add that to the blender.
All right. Chopped shallot and chopped garlic.
Perfect.
Alrighty.
Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add about a 1/4 cup of hot chicken broth to that.
Ah. Okay.
Perfect.
So out like. Tell me when.
Perfect. Good.
Good.
Yep.
Okay.
And then a little salt and pepper real quick. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. A
Gotta
little
se-
salt.
You want to season everything. You want to make sure it
Little
tastes
pepper.
like something. Perfect. Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent. Now we're going to puree that up.
Alrighty. And do we have to
Excellent.
check on our fish?
Yeah. Let's get that puree, and then we're gonna flip our fish.
Okay.
So grab the tongs. We're
All
probably
right.
gonna need those.
Our tongs.
Come back over here.
Okay.
Gonna flip our fish, and let's see where we're at. Oh yeah, that's a nice color, right?
Alrighty.
Perfect. And what that's actually gonna do, I mean, salmon's a fish that naturally has a lot of oil content into it.
Yeah.
But it's gonna add a lot of flavor to the fish as
Okay.
well.
Alrighty. So we'll let this go. Risotto's
Absolutely.
still going.
Risotto's
Is
still
this
going.
pureed?
Excellent. Well, let's check on it. Yeah, I think we're good. Well, let's puree it up just a little bit more.
Alrighty. Sure.
Still see this. You want a nice smooth puree.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So our fish is going. Let's stir our risotto. Remember, we don't want the risotto to stick to
Oh
the
yeah.
bottom.
Absolutely. Got to keep the risotto going.
we gotta keep
We're
the
waiting
risotto.
for the juice to go all the way down to the bottom.
That's
basically.
right. We're gonna get that reduced a little bit.
Okay.
I tell you what, we're probably ready to put our fish in the oven.
Oh.
Okay.
all
Once
right.
you sear it on a couple sides here, I think it's okay to put in the oven and finish cooking, so you can get a nice roast on the
Okay.
fish.
All right. Fantastic.
Perfect.
I'll grab a little pad here so I don't burn myself.
Excellent.
All right.
Let me open that up for you.
And what do we have the oven at?
The oven's set at 400 degrees.
Okay. And how long does the fish go in there?
The fish will go in there for about 8 minutes. Okay, salmon's a fish that you can eat medium rare to medium.
Okay.
You know, if you want it well done, obviously it's going to take a little bit more time.
Okay.
Now, I think our sauce is done.
Alrighty.
Oh, yeah, that's excellent.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right, that's nice and pureed.
Yep,
And
nice green puree.
what are these?
Next, we're going to saute up our mushrooms. These are chanterelle mushrooms.
Okay.
Okay, and what I've done here, as you can see, is some of them are already cleaned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what you want to do is just take a knife and scrape them down a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And just
Alrighty.
kind of get some of the that dirt and the pine cone off of it.
So just take the
Or the-
knife, and then you scraped here.
Yeah, just scrape. Basically, you just scrape down the stem.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
some mushrooms you can eat the stem, some you can't. Like these shiitakes right here.
Yeah.
Which are a cultivated mushroom.
Okay.
These we take the stem off and then we cut them. Whereas
Oh,
the chanterelle,
okay.
you can actually eat the stem.
Oh, okay.
But you're more than welcome to use whatever mushrooms you like for this recipe.
So then just
I tell you what, why don't we start sautéing the mushrooms?
Okay.
Okay, we have a nice hot pan here. We're gonna add a little bit of olive oil to the pan.
Alrighty.
Perfect. Our risotto's going. Our fish is in. We're going to start cooking the mushrooms. The sauce is ready to be strained.
All right. Do we have enough of these? What did you
Yeah,
shaved, peeled down to the stem?
Peeled chanterelle. Yeah,
Okay,
I think
just want how many?
five or six, and
Okay.
then
And
you
how
know,
many of
five,
these guys?
five or six
All right.
shiitake mushrooms. Perfect. Excellent.
right.
And what you want to do with the mushrooms is you actually want to roast them. You know, you want to keep your mushrooms dry so when you cook them, they caramelize a little bit and they really bring out the nice earthy flavor of the mushroom.
Okay.
And that'll go great with the salmon.
Okay. All right.
Perfect.
Great. Well, when we come back, we'll be finishing up our sauce, and we'll be talking to Aris Ragazeas and find out which wine he has paired with our recipe when Carolina Cooking continues.
Give the risotto a stir.
Okay. And just let it boil down.
Yeah,
Right?
just let it boil down, let it simmer down nice and slow.
Okay.
Excellent.
You can find the secret recipes of the best chefs in the Carolinas, all in one book, the Carolina Cooking Cookbook. Find the Carolina Cooking Cookbook in Amazon.com and our website, carolinacooking.tv.
Welcome back to Carolina Cooking, where you can see that our liquid is reduced out of our risotto for the third time.
That's
So
correct.
that means it is done, and now what are we going to do with the risotto?
Well, I tell you what, it's ready. We're going to fold in our mushrooms that we sauteed.
Okay.
Fold those in real good.
Alrighty.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the blender there and we're going to strain our sauce.
Oh, alrighty. So we have
Perfect.
our strainer here,
Yeah.
and we have our sauce. And
A little English pea puree.
just dump this in.
Yeah, just dump it in and then pass it through. Perfect. Nice and sweet. Nice sweet smell. Now go ahead
Alrighty.
and press that through.
Press it down with the ladle to
Press
get
the
the
liquid
juice out
through.
of there.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, excellent.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that's perfect. I tell you what we're going to do now, Tom, is we're going to saute our English peas and our tomatoes to garnish the dish.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So once you add a little ounce of olive oil.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Olive oil here. Okay.
Perfect, perfect.
All right.
Let's add our English peas first.
English
and then,
peas.
Yeah, add them all.
Okay.
Perfect. And then add probably half of the amount of tomatoes.
Half the tomatoes.
Excellent,
right here.
excellent. Beautiful tomatoes,
Ooh,
huh?
nice sizzle there.
Yeah, give that a shake.
Okay.
Little salt, little pepper.
Little salt, little pepper. I'm going to let you continue sauteing these up for me.
All right.
I got to speak to Aris Ragazeas and find out which wine he's picked for our recipe. Hello there, Aris. Good to see
Oh,
you.
good to
I'm
see
here
you.
with Aris Ragazeas, our wine expert and the wine cellar of the 700 Kitchen Cooking School. And Aris, we're making salmon. And so, salmon, you're going to do a white wine, I see.
Yes, we're going to do a Chardonnay, this one from the Biltmore estate, and this
Okay.
is from their Chateau Reserve line.
Oh, okay.
And this is some of their top-of-the-line wines, and one of North Carolina's better Chardonnays. It's 100% North Carolina grapes.
Oh, okay. Now, did the prosciutto throw you off any?
It didn't throw me off, but it certainly changed my attitude, as it were.
I see.
You see, Chardonnay can come in an oaked version and in a non-oaked version.
An oaked version or a non-oaked version?
Yes, where they age the wine in oak.
Oh,
Specifically new oak to give it new oak flavors.
in the barrel?
In the barrel, and they can ferment in oak.
Okay.
And that's going to impart an oaky, toasty, vanilla sweet flavor to the Chardonnay. Now, if it was just the salmon alone, I could have gone oaky Chardonnay, non-oaky Chardonnay, as for my preferences. But when they put prosciutto in there, and they do this a lot with fish these days. I tend to like the prosciutto countered by the smoky taste of the oak.
Now, just to be clear, oaky Chardonnay has nothing to do with Chardonnay that may have been grown or made in Oklahoma, right? Okay, just to be clear. So, non-oaky Chardonnay. Okay, I just wanted to check on you.
Now, you really got to finesse the oak in well. You don't want to be pulling splinters out of your teeth when you drink a Chardonnay.
Oh, no.
You got to have just
bad.
just the right amount of oak to add complexity and to balance off the smoky taste of the meat.
Okay, all right, and so
Nice, rich,
yeah,
good full body, lots of fruit, apples, tropical fruit,
maybe a little butter. Were you getting a little butter?
buttery richness. Yeah.
Okay.
That's perfect for the salmon because the salmon really needs something with a little muscle to it.
Okay.
But it's got that little hint of toast in there and that little hint of vanilla, and that toastiness balances off perfectly with the prosciutto.
Well, fantastic. Well, Iris, I have to get back. I mean, I was whipping up my sauce. I was whipping up my vegetables there, but I've left some risotto on the stove. I don't know how long it can go, so I'm going to have to go back and finish up our risotto when Carolina Cooking continues.
This is pretty much on.
Yes, absolutely.
You can find the secret recipes of the best chefs in the Carolinas, all in one book, the Carolina Cooking Cookbook. Find the Carolina Cooking Cookbook in Amazon.com and our website, carolinacooking.tv.
Welcome back to Carolina Cooking. I'm here with Chef Boyer from the Biltmore Estate, Nashville, North Carolina. A risotto. We have the mushrooms folded into it. It is done. We just have one more step, right?
That's correct. What we're going to do to finish the risotto is turn off the heat.
Okay.
We're actually fold in some cold butter.
Okay.
And that's actually going to help create a little creaminess to the risotto.
How much of this butter?
Put it all in.
Oh,
absolutely. I would say
fantastic.
about
All right.
3 to 4 tablespoons.
Okay.
Fold that in.
Okay.
Real good.
Fold, slow stir, right?
Yeah, fold, slow stir. You want
Okay.
to, and you can tell, like we talked about at the beginning of the show, that we didn't want the risotto to stick to the bottom of the pan.
Yeah.
So as you can see, the risotto it's perfect. It's cooked. It's got a nice creamy texture. I tell you what, let's check on the salmon.
Okay, alrighty. And here it is in the oven there. Watch my hands. Okay. Alrighty,
Perfect.
fantastic.
Oh, that
Look at
looks
that.
great, right?
Oh, that's incredible.
Oh, that looks great.
Okay.
So what do you say?
Ready to put it on the plate?
Yeah, we're ready to play.
Okay, I'm going to try to
All right.
make mine as pretty as yours.
All right.
So first we need what?
A
Risotto?
little bit of risotto down first.
Alrighty, hang on one second. Lean far and get a spoon here.
Okay, perfect.
And put the risotto
Yeah,
on
that
the
looks good.
plate there. Okay.
Perfect,
Just
perfect.
one spoonful or two?
I put 2.
All right.
I'm hungry.
Okay, good. Right there, 2 spoonfuls. Okay, what goes next?
Well, let's put the salmon on top next.
Okie
Okay.
Piece of salmon right here.
Beautiful. Right on
Slide
top.
across there. Alrighty, fantastic.
Okay, and then
oh,
we-
that looks incredible. Look at that. That looks
That's great.
incredible.
And then we have our sauteed English peas and,
Okay.
and heirloom tomatoes.
Alrighty.
Okay, we'll put some of those on top. There you go.
Swap you here. And just, these are the English peas and the tomatoes, and we just sauteed them a little bit, and you just want me to sprinkle
Yeah,
them all
just
around?
just sprinkle them around. A little rustic.
Okay.
Beautiful.
All
Excellent.
right. Ooh,
If you want a cutting
come back.
board, we'll save those for later.
okay.
right.
Yeah, the cutting
Perfect.
board, those are ours. Anything that hits the cutting board is actually the crew's, and then anything on the plate is ours. So I like
Excellent.
to sprinkle it around there. All right, and so now we have, oh, we'll give them one more. There we go. Okay, and now we have,
Now we have our English pea sauce.
okay, all right. And just pour that on.
Yeah, perfect.
All righty. All
That's
right.
excellent.
How did I do? Does it match? Does it compare?
Well, not quite as clean, but it's good.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what,
we
why don't
need
you throw a
some
few of these little
flowers.
edible flowers on there?
Oh,
Yeah,
are they really
excellent.
edible?
Yeah.
The whole thing is edible?
The whole thing is edible. We actually grow those on the farm at our estate, at the estate. So. How does that taste?
Very tart. Yeah, I don't know if I would personally eat my flowers off of the plate, but other people may have a desire for flowers that. Yeah. Yep. That's I guess what a flower tastes like. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and pour you a glass here
Perfect.
of wine from the Biltmore Estate that Eris
Thank you.
recommended for us. He said it would
Excellent,
match perfectly, and I'm gonna go ahead and taste see how this salmon is. Feel free to
Excellent,
eat the
excellent.
flour or have some of the salmon. Mmm.
This looks
Wow.
great, right?
That's
Nice
very
and
good.
light
I
and
like
fresh.
the salmon. I didn't get any of the sauce here.
Did you get a flour?
I had the first flour, and I'm gonna leave
The
the
tomatoes
flowers
and
for
the
the rest
peas.
of the crew. Here, we'll
Sweet.
give the crew one too. The wine does match it perfectly. The wine's very good here. If you'd like
Ooh,
to
that's
find out
excellent.
more about our recipe here, our wine from the Biltmore Estate, our chef from the Biltmore Estate, or the Biltmore Estate, visit our website at www.carolinacooking.tv. I'm Tom Zelenka, and that's Carolina Cooking.
Very good.
Go to carolinacooking.tv for the recipes featured on this show. Plus, on carolinacooking.tv, you'll find more information on the wines, chefs, and foods of Carolina Cooking. That's carolinacooking.tv.
Carolina Cooking is filmed on location in 700 Kitchen Cooking School at the Mansion on Forsyth Park Hotel in Savannah, Georgia. For details on their hands-on cooking classes, call 888-711-5114 to book a class.